Hi, everyone. Welcome to the It's All for Love podcast. I'm Cheryl Mazza, the healing dancer, your host. This podcast is all about Michael Jackson and how he continues to spread love in our world and inspires us to live our best lives. Thank you so much for watching and or listening to this episode. But before we get to the episode, I have a few things that I want to tell you. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, please make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and also like the video of the episode that you are watching. And I would also love it if you would leave us some comments about how much you loved the episode. If you are listening on any other podcast platform, if you are able to, please subscribe on that platform. And also, what would really help me is if you would leave a review on whatever podcast platform you are listening on. The reviews help the podcast to be more seen and to spread the word to other Michael Jackson fans about the podcast. And as always, I am looking for guests to be on the podcast. So if you would like to be a guest on this podcast and tell your Michael Jackson story, I would absolutely love to chat with you. Make sure to check out the show notes and find the link to click on to schedule a coffee chat with me, or you can email me. The email address is also in the show notes. Thank you again for listening and or watching It's All for Love. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the It's All for Love podcast. I am Cheryl Mazza, the healing dancer, your host. And today we have Barry Cunningham from Lindenwold, New Jersey. Barry is a photographer. He does sports, events, proms, and street, etc. He runs his own side business called Barry's Digital Eye. So welcome, Barry, to the podcast. I'm so excited to have you here and to talk about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so
It's a
much.
pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you. I'm so excited. I love to hear everybody's story and how Michael inspires them. So tell me, when is the first time you discovered Michael?
Started when I was in diapers, not even. My parents, they love Michael Jackson, and he would just be on the TV every so often. Around the time it was like I think 30th anniversary, and it was just on TV, and I remember just listening to the music, dancing to everything. And then my dad, he also bought the Michael Jackson game that came out around 2006 or so, and I remember playing the game, learning all the dance moves and everything. And ever since, it's just been something I love.
Oh, I remember the 30th anniversary. That was I was actually just watching that. Was that the one with Chris Tucker?
Yeah, Chris Tucker,
And
Elizabeth Taylor,
yeah,
all the other singers and everything singing for Michael.
yes, that's right. Yeah, that was great. I loved that. Well, how has Michael inspired you throughout your life?
He taught me to get out my comfort zone a little bit and just get out there. Because I mean, Michael, he grew up a shy person. He wasn't always able to get out like the other kids and do what we normally would do. And he taught me to like kind of get out there and be you no matter what. And when it comes to dancing and doing things that you love to do, it taught me like to never, give up. Just keep practicing on what you do.
Yeah, Michael was great at that. That's why he was great, because he was always practicing, always studying the greats. I just recently saw, did you know that Smooth Criminal was inspired by Fred Astaire, like a movie I think that Fred Astaire was in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know why I didn't know that. I just recently saw something on TikTok where it was that movie and how a lot of the movement from Smooth Criminal was similar. And I was like, wow, I never knew that. I love Fred
Yeah, a
Astaire.
lot of his movies and stuff like that, they have some kind of like inspiration from like other dancers and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's cool how he contributes a lot of like, ideas from other people into his art. Like with his dances, they came from other people, like
right,
James Brown, some of his choreographers and everything.
right. Yeah. And the moonwalk, he did not originate the moonwalk.
No,
He
it was
made
somebody
it
else.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I told my husband that the other night. He was like, "What? I thought Michael Jackson was that created the moonwalk." And I was like, "No, no."
Mm-mm.
Somebody I think off the streets or so, or was it like a b-boy or something? I can't remember
It was
exactly.
one of his choreographers that taught him the moonwalk.
Yeah.
And ever since then he practiced it, and then he went on Motown 25 and then did it live.
Yeah. Yeah. What a great moment that was, right?
Yeah,
So do you ever have any what I like to call Michael Jackson synchronicities, how he just shows up magically in your life?
all the time. There'd be times where I could be out and about, and Michael Jackson, like a song would just pop up out of nowhere. Like I remember one time I was in Best Buy. I'm looking for like new camera equipment, and all of a sudden in like this section, there's like a whole bunch of like TVs and speakers and stuff like that. And Rock With You came on, and I'm like, what in the world? And I just started getting into the groove a little bit. I had to stop because like people are around, and but it was just crazy how in that time frame Michael Jackson comes on the loudspeaker too. Like everyone can hear it at this point,
Hmm.
and I'm just grooving to it. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I love when that happens.
And then with Buddy, my girlfriend at the time had told me about that there was this fall festival in Lindenwood, and a Michael Jackson impersonator was going to be there, and I went. And I was in the crowd while he was performing. I was kind of dancing in the crowd as well because I knew the dances and the songs. And next thing you know, I get pulled on the stage with Buddy, and that's how I met him and everything. Got started dancing with him.
Oh, that's awesome. I was going to ask you how you met Buddy.
Yeah,
So you were dancing in the crowd and he brought you on stage.
yeah, because at the time he was performing, I think Billie Jean or like Thriller,
Hmm.
and I was dancing pretty much in tune with him and everything. And then it just like at that moment he was like, "No, what? Just come onto the stage." And then I started dancing with him, just showing off my moves. And then I did his Thriller number too, and we were kind of in sync. And then that led me to do another show that he was going to do in Linden Wall, and it was supposed to be like a Thriller flash mob, but we didn't really have many people, so it was just me and him, and we did Smooth Criminal and Thriller together.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I love Buddy. For those of you watching and listening, Buddy was actually on the podcast in the beginning when I started the podcast. So go and check out his episode as well. And then I'm just going to segue into the show that you and Buddy are doing in August. So if you are
Yeah,
in New Jersey, where we are in South Jersey, there is a show that's called Remember the Time, and Buddy is putting the show on along with Barry and a lot of other amazing people. And that is in Gibbstown. Yeah, Gibbstown, New Jersey, right?
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Right
on.
now we are looking for dancers still, trying to get a good crew between stage crew members and dancers,
Yeah.
volunteers if needed. Yeah, we want to put on a really big show this year, or at least, a half decent big show. And with a lot of the songs that we're trying to do, we have a lot of songs that need numbers more than just one person.
Hmm.
And we want to fill in those gaps as much as possible.
Well, I will
It's a
put all.
really fun experience to have. Really good audience, good people. Buddy is a great guy, good
Yes.
dancer.
Yeah. I wish I was young still, so I would totally be auditioning for it.
You could definitely do it. I mean, hey, no matter what age, if you could dance, you could dance.
Oh, I can dance. Damn, dancing is my passion. And because that's because of Michael Jackson. He introduced me to dance when I was a little girl. I can't dance like Michael. I've tried. I can
I
still do
mean,
the
not
thriller dance.
everybody can.
Yeah, I think it's hard to you would have to have that Michael mentality of studying the greats, so studying Michael and
Yeah.
really practicing his moves.
Because at least for me, it took more than just learning Michael to learn Michael. I had to learn James Brown. I had to learn how to do like things that breakdancers would do, top locking and stuff like that, in order to even get to where I am now.
Yeah.
Um, like with New Jersey, we had this like kind of music called Jersey Club, where it's like kind of like club music.
Hmm.
and it's only one beat. It's not much of lyrics, it's just beats. So a lot of the young kids nowadays they dance to the beat more than they dance to the lyrics. Now they add lyrics into their dance moves to kind of go with the flow, but New Jersey and Baltimore, Florida, we've all kind of made this kind of club beat for the kids and everything for the young people to dance to, and it's always fun.
Wow. Wait, and what's it called again?
Jersey Club.
Jersey Club?
Yeah, so if you heard like um I, let's see, there's like a lot of songs out there that have like Jersey Club beats, like Level Up by Sierra.
Hmm.
That's on a Jersey Club beat.
Okay.
And it's like a very specific club beat that everyone knows in Jersey. It's like once you hear it, you're like, oh, this is Jersey Club. Oh,
Really? Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it's really
I
fun.
need to learn more about this. I love it. Thank you for introducing us to it.
No problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into it. Love all kinds of music, and I love that you guys are doing it with kids too, right? You said?
Oh yeah, we do it with kids. We do it as with many people as we can.
Awesome. Do you have like certain events
For
posted,
what?
or is it
Like for Jersey Club?
yeah.
So for Jersey Club, it's more so like people will host these like dance battle events, at least the teenagers would, and they'll battle out with like these certain songs that either they make or it's already online and everything.
Okay.
And a lot of them that dance are producers, so they produce their own little like beats or whatever, and they'll battle it out with someone who also produces their own beats and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
a lot of times it's pretty fun. It's really fun to watch. I've never done it personally, but yeah. And then sometimes you'll hear them in like parties and at least younger events and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Google that. Look it up. It sounds fun. I would probably get lost watching it for like
So
hours.
like if you probably went to like a club right now with like a bunch of younger people, you would probably hear a Jersey Club
Yeah.
somewhere in that time frame. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there any clubs in Jersey?
There's one in Camden called
Oh, okay.
Dubai.
What's it called?
Dubai.
Dubai? Oh, okay.
Yeah. A lot of I guess younger people go there a lot.
Wow.
They it's like lot like at least people in my culture, they love to go down there, drink, have fun, smoke, do whatever.
Yeah. And dance.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time. Awesome. Well, do you have a favorite Michael Jackson song?
I'm gonna go based off of what I'm one of the ones I like to dance to rather than because I can choose as many songs as I want to as far as my favorite. But it would have to be like Dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Because Dangerous outside of it being because that's not really like a song that you would say is popular. It's more of like a like if you're really a fan, you would know this song kind of thing.
Right.
And Billy for me, Billie Jean is like too easy at this point. I know multiple versions of it. Like dancing wise, I can mimic almost entirely 1995 MTV Awards version.
Hmm.
But Dangerous, it took me out of my I guess comfort zone a little bit more to even learn something more challenging because I had to learn not only Michael's part but the back to Dangerous part. And now I can basically isolate Michael's part from the backup dancer's part and then somehow combine it together just to create something. And I did that once for this one event that I went to. It was like a competition.
Hmm.
You had the lip sync and everything, and I took on Dangerous as my lip syncing song, and I got second place.
Nice. I love that song. That is a great song and a great dance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's where my business name, Divinity in Motion Wellness, comes from
Yeah,
because of that song where he says Divinity in Motion. It's like I don't know if I ever told this story yet, but when I had created a dance class, which is now called Healing Through Dance. and I
hmm
wanted to combine dancing with as like a healing modality because I do energy healing too. But like dancing for me growing up was very healing. It was like a therapy, you know, it was like anytime I
Yeah.
go to dance class and I would dance it out and everything would be right with the world. So anyway, I was creating some kind of dance class. This was years ago, and I asked God, I was like, I need a name for what I do. You know, like I do dancing and I do energy healing. I need to combine these two. I need a name. And then randomly, I was just listening. I don't know if I was just listening to the radio or something, and that song came on, and all I heard was Divinity in Motion. And I was like, that's it. Dancing, Divinity in Motion. Yeah, I got it.
I guess that's your Michael moment right there.
Yeah, that's a huge Michael moment. And then that song just like came up every time I would be working on my business or something like that. It was just like, okay,
Yeah.
confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. So I love it. How about a favorite short film of his?
It would have to be between Ghost or no, between Ghost or Thriller.
Hmm.
And then I would also say This Is It. This is probably my favorite like movie out of everything.
Yeah.
And then there's also Moonwalker. I love Moonwalker. I think that was like probably that was the first movie I've ever seen of Michael.
Hmm.
And I had the VHS, but I ruined it because I was like a young kid at the time. Um, but yeah, I would have to say like those were like my top of like films.
Yeah, Moonwalker's my favorite, man. That was the first one well, no, I saw Thriller first. Moonwalker, yeah. I think I overwatched that as a kid.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I think that's where I also learned like Smooth Criminal and everything
Yeah.
because that was also on the movie, and that's where the music video comes from. Like a lot of his music videos, they come from short films, especially with Ghost and Too Bad.
Hmm.
Too Bad is the actual song that's being danced to in the video, and Ghost is just a cover song that
Hmm.
just is played over it. And some people don't know that
Yeah.
because on the game they have the Too Bad dance as Ghost when
Hmm.
it's the other way around.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that song Too Bad, man. That song is really good too. That's another one that a lot of people don't know about, you know. Like you're saying they don't know it's in
Like you
that
have to really know Michael to know these songs,
right.
and you have to do like a lot of research. Not even a lot of research. You have to just watch videos and stuff like that to understand like what he's done for the world and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or just listen to all the albums, all the
Yeah,
stories there. What do you want the world to know about Michael Jackson?
I want the world to know that Michael isn't the person that people thought he would start out to be. He's not um a harmful guy. He's not a guy that's out there trying. He wasn't out there to like harm another kid or anything. He loved kids, and he himself wasn't able to have his own childhood. So he did a lot of things that you would say is childish, but to him, that was his way of coping with his childhood trauma because he didn't have a childhood. So when he made his Neverland Ranch into like a whole amusement park kind of thing, that was his way of dealing with his childhood.
And how does he continue to spread love in your world today?
Every time I listen to his songs, I get the same feeling every time. Like when I turn on like Man in the Mirror or like Heal the World, I still feel that part. And when I hear They Don't Care About Us or Scream or something like that, I feel it within my culture and everything from, my history and everything as far as how my people go. Because it's in this world right now, it's still the same. Nothing much has changed since the past. And every time I listen to that song, it just brings it back to reality.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael was a very smart man and way ahead of his time,
Yeah.
which makes him timeless. I know I've said that many times before, but his music and he is timeless.
Yeah. He's the most popular man in the world right now, and he's still growing numbers, even though he's not here with us right now, but he's here with us in spirit, still
Exactly.
doing things for other people.
Yes, yes.
Yes, fans aren't even born yet, but when they become born, they will be a fan.
Yes, they will. I just got chills. Yeah. I love that. I really love seeing kids that are fans. Like
Yeah,
I love it because it just continues his legacy and it really shows like who he was as a person, you know. He just had such a pure heart and all it was love.
yeah.
That's
There's
all he
this
ever wanted.
6-year-old that I know. Actually, there's two kids that I know that love Michael Jackson to death. One of them, he's I think 6 years old. His name is Hendrix, and he himself is almost like an impersonator. He does like his little Michael Jackson shows with his costumes and everything. He's been on America's Got Talent.
Really?
Um, he's been he's done shows in Mexico and stuff like that. And he's a very hyper kid, but he loves Michael Jackson. I talk about him all the time. He has like a whole bunch of like Funko Pops, costumes, and everything. Like you can't get enough of Michael. And we had put him in the show last year for Thriller.
Hmm.
We had did like this Thriller tour show, and he pretty much rocked the world with the audience and everything.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I would love to see him. He's from New
Yeah.
Jersey?
I think he's from Philly, but he comes up to New Jersey to, do his shows and stuff like that.
Good. Awesome. I have to look him up. I'm sure he's online somewhere.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'll probably give you his Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to check him out and support him. So awesome. Is there anything else you want to talk about with Michael Jackson or anything else?
Did you know that so there was a dancer in Beat It who was also in Smooth Criminal that taught him that pretty much did choreography with Michael Jackson. I forget his name, but him and this Michael and this choreographer, they both worked on two shows together. Well, for Smooth Criminal and Beat It, he was I think in the he was right next to him on the right side, Beat It, and then he was also to his left, I think, in Smooth Criminal.
Was he the actual choreographer?
Yeah, he was actual
Is it
choreographer.
Vincent Patterson?
I think so. That was his name, I think.
Yeah. I met
Yeah,
him. Yeah, Vincent Patterson did Smooth Criminal, so it has to be him. I guess. I
yeah,
didn't read it, but I mean, again, I don't know everything about Michael. So that's awesome. Yeah. Vincent Patterson. I met him a couple years ago. I went to California for what I called my Michael Jackson vacation. It was like, during the week of his passing, there's a lot of stuff going on there. And
yeah.
we were at Forest Lawn on, June 25th, and Vincent Patterson actually showed up and was taking pictures with everybody. So,
That's cool.
yeah, he's a nice guy. Yeah, he's amazing too. I am friends with him on Facebook now too. Like we're not like, friends, but we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
So it's cool to see like, even stuff that he's doing today. And he sometimes posts stuff about like past stories, with Michael.
yeah. Every now and again, I'll be on Instagram and I'll just see like random, like small little behind the scenes films with Michael and
Yeah.
his rehearsals and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow. I just get wild every time because it's like something I've never seen before, and the way he's doing his like moves and everything and practicing it in a mirror is something
Yeah.
that I would do outside of like everything. Like I'll just be on like the stage near my house because there's a stage at the park, and I'll just be practicing Michael Jackson moves and stuff like that for the show.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I can't wait for your show in August for you and Buddy.
It's gonna be fun.
Sure is. It's Michael. You're bringing the Michael Jackson energy and your own
Or
energy. So,
I bring it to any party that I go to, any like I used to do it at proms and homecomings and stuff like that. Like I'll purposely would put on like a hat of some sort, and then I'll go to the DJ Black, can you put on some Michael Jackson, and I won't even tell him which song. I'll just let him run wild. Usually they pick the right ones. Sometimes they don't. And when they don't, I'm like, oh man, but I don't care because it's still Michael. But
Yeah.
when they do put on the right ones like Smooth Criminal, Billie Jean, stuff like that, I'm like, all right, now we're
Bust it
cooking.
out.
Now we're on something. I can perform better. And
Yes.
usually I get like a good amount of circle, good space around me, and everyone's cheering me on, just letting me be Michael.
Hell yeah. I mean, who wouldn't? Come on. That's awesome. Have you ever heard of Thrill the World?
No,
No? Oh my gosh. Okay. So you have to be part of it this year in October, okay? I'm gonna do it. Thrill the World is a thriller flash mob, but it's a website. So I think it's thrilltheworld.com or something like that. Um, and everyone around the world, you can like get a group of people together and you do Thriller together and you record it and then you upload it to this website. So it's like everyone is doing Thriller around the world on this specific date at the same time. It's really cool.
that's cool.
So I'm going to do it and I will let you know.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna have to get better on it too.
yeah, I've already told Buddy about it, so he's on board. But we have to,
All right.
you know, probably should, sooner than later should get that going.
Yeah, probably get me and the crew together and just get it like gather around one day or whenever it is, and then just do Thriller
Yeah,
together.
exactly. Yeah. So we'll have to, and I have a bunch of people too that want to get in on it here as well. So we'll have to teach them the dance and everything. But
Most
it's gonna be
definitely.
fun. It'll be like a huge amount of people, which I love because it's all in the name of Michael. So
Oh, last year, I think it was the year before, I had met Santana Jackson.
yeah.
He's a impersonator for Michael. He performed at MJ Live, and my theater director, my theater teacher, he was the producer of it in Atlantic City.
Yes.
And he had brought Santana, Grace, and his other dancer with him to the high school, Lindenwood High School is where I used to go to, and he let him talk to the kids and everything. We did a video with them. They, uh, I guess, taught the kids how to do beat it and stuff like that, moonwalk and everything. It was a fun experience.
Oh, I love Santana. He's great. I saw him in Atlantic City too. He was awesome.
Yeah, I only met him at the high school. I didn't get to go to the show because I was pretty busy with work. But just getting that experience in that time, it was just fun because like I didn't know about it until I had pulled up to the high school.
Hmm.
I was gonna do like this show. It was like a summer show for the high school. So I
Hmm.
was a part of the film crew, and I see three people with MJ Live jackets on the stage talking to the kids. I'm like, when were they going to tell me about this?
Right?
So then they was like, oh, in 5 minutes we're going to teach everybody how to do beat it, and then I literally packed like set up my camera super fast, ran on stage, and then just learned. Even though I knew the dance already, I just was there for the experience.
Exactly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Santana's a pretty cool guy.
This year, I had went to go see MJ the musical in Philly because um my girlfriend's mom, she had surprised us with tickets and everything to go see it. And I was just excited to even go, to be honest. The seats that we had, they were okay. Um, but the whole experience and everything and watching the show was a great experience. I actually have the poster like right here.
Yes, I see it.
Um, but yeah, I had listening to the songs and everything and how it correlated with the whole play. It just made me more in tune to it. Like when they had did Money as one of the songs, I was like, wow. And they had correlated it with like Sony Records and Barry Gordy and everything.
Hmm.
It was just amazed by the whole thing. I was more in tune with it. I was excited. My girlfriend's just sitting there just watching it. I'm more like I'm just in it. Like I don't even care like how far we are up in the seats. I'm just in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that the musical is great. I saw it when it came to Philly too. Um, but yeah, I'm the same way. We were pretty high up as well. Totally just,
Yeah, I was jealous of everybody that was like in the middle or like down on the floor and everything. I was like, oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, it was still good though. Yeah. And the music and the whole story is just, it's amazing. So
Yeah,
if you haven't seen it, go see it if it's near you. Everybody
I'm
listening.
sure it'll come back.
Yeah.
I know MJ Live is coming back soon. I don't
Yeah.
know when, but I heard it was coming to Atlantic City again.
Yeah. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I wonder if it's going to be Santana again or somebody else.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be at like I think I forget which it's casino, but I know it's gonna be at some kind of casino, and I think Santana will be there and everything.
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, I'll have to reach out to him. Maybe he'll be on the podcast.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Yeah. I follow him, so maybe he'll respond. We'll see. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, Barry, about Michael Jackson and sharing your stories. It's been
no
amazing.
problem.
Yeah, and I look forward
I
to
had,
seeing your
I had
show.
fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. Thanks everyone for listening and watching to It's All for Love. We will see you next time. Bye for now.